thumbs up. I am a fairly new YouTuber and I'm just giving this thing a try. I mean, it's fun, I really enjoy it. As you can see, I am becoming more consistent from when I started this channel. So please do join the family and subscribe. Sorry about the noise, it's like cars passing by. But today I'm doing a story time. It's a story time that I've been wanting to do, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the story. I'm not going to mention people's real names because that's just shady. I'm going to be giving them other names. So yeah, I'll be drinking water. I have another drink, but yeah, I'll drink this. I hope I can finish before these people come back. So yeah. Today's story time is about when I snuck out of the house to see a guy. Yeah, so just like a backstory, this guy lived in my hometown when I was a kid, and he was my brother's like best friend, I can say. For about 2 years, 3 years, for a really long time. It was still very small. So my brother and I are 2 years apart. So naturally, if his friends are over, I will also take part in the games and whatever. So I would develop like little crushes, you know. Oh, it was just this one guy. So he went to our church and everything like that, and he was like a family friend, I can say, I think. Yeah, because like my parents and his parents were friends. My brother and him, they were friends. I don't know if I'm using correct English, but anyways, you guys understand what I'm saying. So yeah, then he went away. Okay, like he moved out of our hometown and he went to live somewhere else because yeah, his family relocated. So it was like really sad for me because like I was still very young. Okay, and when I was young I had this huge crush on him. So like when we would play games and things like that, I would um play with him and I would have the time of my life because I'm like, wow, you know, my crush is here type of thing. And my parents, I think they could actually see that I had a crush on this boy because of like the way I was acting and stuff. I didn't know it was obvious, but they obviously could see. But yeah, long story short, he moved to Joburg. Yeah, he moved to Joburg. And then years and years went by. Obviously now you move on from that crush and you develop a new crush. Like being a young girl is difficult, guys. Especially if you have like a strict older brother and father. So yeah, this is basically like the moral of the story, having a strict brother and father. So yeah, I grew a little older and years went by, and then one night I went to church because like I'm like a church girly. Well, I was a church girly, not so much anymore. Like I don't go to church as much. So then I went to church the one night, and my two friends and myself, we have like this certain spot in church where we sit. It's like in the back of the church because you know you like to like chit chat every now and then and stuff like that. And my family was in the worship team, so I could like choose where I wanted to sit. So I would sit there with my friends, and this one night, a one guy friend, let's name him Rob. Okay, Rob came with a couple of other guys, and when he came in, like church was already on and stuff, so we didn't exactly like look back to greet him. We just heard his voice, and he was like, "Hi, Lauren," and let's say Christine and Robin. And we were just like, "Hi," but we didn't turn around to see who it was. And later on in the service, we eventually now turned around to greet. And don't you think my crush is here? My crush is visiting. Okay. So I turned around and it took a while for me to like realize, but obviously I was like, what? Like this guy is here? Like what is he doing here? So automatically your posture changes and like you're acting different and whatever. You want to be all cute and stuff like that. So yeah, then it was like a really long service because now your crush is like sitting right behind you, so you want to act a certain way and all of that, but in not knowing that you're actually like acting weird, and they can probably see that you're uncomfortable, you know. But like a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do, and sometimes it actually benefits you when you're acting like a certain way. Guys think it's cute when you like make a flop or something like that. They're like, oh my word, like she's so, you know, what is the word? But yeah, you get what I'm saying. Like sometimes they think it's cute if girls make mistakes, like silly mistakes and stuff. So, anyways, the service went on and on and on and on, and then eventually the service came to an end, and we got a chance to speak. So now I'm older, he's older, and you know, there's a vibe because like I'm obviously cute. Like I was very cute when I was small, but like now I'm grown. You know, like I've developed like certain parts of my body and stuff like that. So it was a vibe. It was a vibe like between us. But then my friend, let's say Christine, let's call it Christine. Um, Christine developed a little something for him, and with her, she had a little bit more freedom because she didn't have an older brother. Okay, my older brother is like, or he was very strict and overprotective. So she didn't have that disadvantage. So immediately when she sees a guy and she likes him, she can make a move, she can do whatever she wants to do, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, she developed something for him, and I really wasn't the one to go and tell them like, oh my word, like, what did I call him? Hey guys, I went back to see what name I gave my crush name, but I can't remember. I'm just gonna say my crush. So now I'm not the one who's gonna tell them like, hey, my crush, my crush, my crush, because you know some friends are savage. Some friends are like hella savage. They'll know that you like a guy, and then they'll act all innocent, but behind closed doors they actually like flirting with the guy and stuff. Then next day they'll come to you. What the hell? Next day they'll come to you and they'll be like, oh my word, like I'm so sorry to tell you, but like your crush has a crush on me type of thing. But then they will actually make you moves behind closed doors. Because a savage guys, watch out for friends. So I was a bit wiser back then because I think I had experience with that type of situations. So I didn't tell them, oh, it's my crush. I was just like, oh, dude is here. Like, I grew up with dude and whatever. Like, dude is so grown type of thing. Acting like he's like a brother type of vibe. I only shot myself in the foot because then Christine came back and Christine said, I actually have a crush on him. And now we've started talking. So yeah, somehow she got him on social media and she was talking to him and things were like picking up. Okay. So I was very disappointed. I was like, yo, this is my one chance because like I'm a bit wiser now, so I can like dodge bullets type of thing with regards to my overprotective brother and my father watching me and stuff. I have ways to get out of it. You know what I'm saying? But I can't do too much. I'm like very innocent. So yeah, I was very disappointed, and then he was in East London for like a couple of weeks, let's say a month. Okay, he was visiting family because he had his family back there. So then, I basically like just gave up on the whole idea, and I was just like, okay, whatever. But like I was a little jealous of Christine because like this guy's been my crush, you know, like since forever. So she will always update me and she'll be like, yeah, he says this, he says that, and I'm seeing him today. I'm going to the area where his family stayed. I'm going there and I'm gonna go see him and we're like gonna spend time together and stuff. And then she'll update me after they have a day together, like where they went and all of that stuff. So it was like quite tough on me, man. Um, but then one night went to visit family and it was someone's birthday, a relative's birthday, and the family came together at one house. We all came together to celebrate this person's birthday. And like you know, when there's like older cousins and you don't exactly fit in, you know. So my brother would fit in with the older cousins, so he would sit with them. And then it was all the adults in the living room area and all the young people in the front area. Okay, so I was like in between. I didn't fit in anywhere, so that was my opportunity. Okay, so I was like in the room not knowing this guy is gonna contact me. I was in the room and he had added me on BBM at the time and he had started talking to me. So next thing, guy is like, where are you? So I said, no, I am in Buffalo Flats. And he was like, okay, like let's link up, I'm leaving tomorrow. So I'm like, woo! I thought these people were back. So I'm like, okay, why does he want to link up? I'm wondering, but I'm thinking, okay, obviously, like, you know, obviously. And I put two and two together and I was like, but how the hell am I going to get out of a house full of people? And all my brother and the rest of my older cousins are sitting by the front door, like by the porch. Is that what you call it? Or stoep? set of stoep basically, but it's got like, it's a closed area, it's a closed off area. So they were sitting there, and the rest of my family is in the living room. So how do I get out? You get what I'm saying? But at this point, I'm like, you know what? I'm actually gonna put in the effort, and I'm gonna get out, because I want to show Christine a thing. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually, as she was telling me like about all the things that they were doing and stuff, I thought to myself, you know what? Let me let this girl know and see if she actually feels bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, just to see if she's really a good friend. And I told her that this was my crush like for years and stuff, and she didn't feel a thing. So I was like, you know what? Let me show this girl a thing. I'm gonna make a plan to go and see my crush. So now I'm in the room and I'm biting my nails, and I'm like really nervous because I need to get out to see this guy, but I don't know how I'm gonna do it. So obviously I had to resort to sneaking out. Yeah. So I'm thinking of a plan, and luckily now things are working in my favor. Before I even knew I had to do all of this, I was by myself, so there wasn't a thing of me having to explain to anyone like I'm coming now and then having to tell them where I'm going. Plus, it's not in the day; it's at night time, so it's worse. You can't say I'm going to the shop quickly, because you know you have the spaza shops and stuff. I can't say I'm going to the spaza because they're gonna be like, at night, are you crazy? And you can't go by yourself. So like, I legit had to do this on my own quietly. So I'm sitting in my aunt's room and I'm watching TV, and she comes into the room and she sees, hey, this girl doesn't look like she's up to much, because obviously I'm on my phone the whole time and there's nonsense playing on TV, and she can see I'm like really not focused on the TV. And when she came in, I think she noticed that I looked really nervous and I was probably up to something. So she asked me and she was like, girl, are you okay? Like, what's going on? I was like, yo, no, I'm really nervous. And now she's like, she was relatively young and she could understand like young people things, because she's the youngest sibling. So she's like, yeah, what's going on? So I explained to her and she was like quite keen about it. You know, she likes that type of things. So I told her, no, my crush wants to see me, and my crush is gonna come like right till the front of the house, because he knew where my family lived. And I just need to, what am I saying? I just need a way to get out to go and see him. Like, it's just for a couple of minutes. We're gonna talk because he's leaving tomorrow morning, so there's no other chance. So she's like, no, just go out by the back door and whatever. I'll distract them and I'll tell them that you're here inside and whatever. Like, I'll just find a way to distract them from looking for you. Because my parents, every now and then, they'll be like, where's Lauren? Type of vibe. So I was scared of that maybe they come to the room and they find that I'm not in the room or anywhere else in the house. Then it's going to be like, hey, where did this girl go? Then I'm in shit. Okay? I mean, excuse my language. I'm in trouble. Okay. So now I've got someone on my side and she's gonna help me sneak out and she's gonna distract these people. So now I'm really motivated to go, okay? So I'm like, okay, sure. So she gives me bubble gum, gives me some perfume. You know, you need to smell nice. So now I'm like, okay, really, I'm doing this. I was so afraid. Like, I've never been that scared in my life before. Like, for you guys who have snuck out multiple times, you guys have guts, okay? You guys have guts, I must tell you that. I was a very innocent kid. I never snuck out of the house. This was the only time I snuck out, and it wasn't to like disappear for hours or anything like that. And it was quite innocent. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't go do anything bad. I just went to see my crush. So I keep thinking these are my parents. So I sneak out by the back door and she helps me, and now all the curtains and the windows are open and stuff like that. You know, most now when people are over, then it's like, you know, everything is just different. You know what I'm saying? So the curtains are all open, the windows are open, and it's like huge windows, and they're quite low, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the height of the windows, they're quite big. So now there's like a little piece of wall at the bottom where you can actually sneak by, because now I have to sneak past the windows in order to get out of the yard. So I literally had to crawl now. I'm almost in crawling position, but I'm on my feet. So you can imagine how I looked. I looked ridiculous. So it was 1, 2, 3, about 4 windows that I had to get by. Okay. Because now it's the windows by the living room, and then it's the windows by the area where all the young people are sitting, my overprotective brother included. Okay. And by the adult side, it's my father. So there was just a lot going on. So now I'm literally in crawling position, but like on my feet, trying to get out of the yard. And obviously I have to do this quickly, quietly, and like, you know, I have to be on point about it. So I passed the first window, but as I'm passing the first window, I kicked something. I think it was like a tin, a paint, a tin of paint. So I kicked it and it made a big noise, and I just froze. You know that feeling where your heart just starts beating so fast, like you're really nervous. You know you're doing something wrong, and you're thinking to yourself, "I'm gonna get caught now." I kicked that thing so hard, but luckily these people were so distracted in their conversations, they didn't still bother to look out the window. Because imagine being caught now. You like this, like a ball, you're under the window. What are you doing? It's night. Where are you going? You know, imagine being caught in that situation. And now your guy is on his way already. And like, okay, look at me calling him my guy. My crush was already on his way. Now I get into trouble. My crush is outside trying to contact me. I have to explain where I was going. So like that just wasn't in the plan to get caught. Luckily, they didn't see anything, they didn't hear anything, so I carry on. Under the next window, take a break in between. Now it's the last window by the young people. And as I start crawling past the last window, I hear someone laughing in the street. So he was like in front of the house, and I didn't know he was there already. I thought, okay, I need to get out of the yard before he gets here. I'd much rather be the one waiting outside for him to get there. You know what I'm saying? Because I have to sneak out and I look hella dumb, okay? Like you can imagine how I look. I wish I could demonstrate you, but like I can't right now. So I hear like someone giggling in the street, and I'm like, shit, like it's my crush standing in the street, and he can see how I'm walking like in that position where my knees are almost touching the ground. And guys, it's not a very easy thing to do. So he's there and he's like laughing at me, and I was so embarrassed. I was like really embarrassed, and I was actually angry because like why did it have to be so, why did my life have to be so complicated, you know, like all of my friends, like if they want to see their crushes and stuff, like life is just easy. And my life was very difficult with my brother because like even at high school, like this was at high school level now. I think I was in grade 9, and like you obviously have crushes and stuff like that, but you can't do anything about it because everyone knew my brother. And like most of the guys were like, I won't say they were scared of my brother, but like they knew who my brother was, and they were like, oh, if it comes out again, then like my brother's gonna do something about it. So they'd much rather avoid all the drama or conflict by just like going for my friends instead because it's easier. But you know, you'll get those guys who had the guts, you know what I'm saying, with like wink wink type of thing. But yeah, so I was very angry and I was really embarrassed because now I embarrassed myself in front of my crush. This is my one chance, you know, to impress him. But anyways, he thought it was cute, I think, and like he laughed and he was like, "Oh my word, what are you doing?" So I told him, "You know how my brother is. You were friends with him for years, and you know my father, so I literally had to sneak out to see you." So he found it cute that I put in that much effort, you know, to go and see him. So, anyways, we stood and we spoke, and eventually, obviously, I asked him about Christine, and I was like, "So, what's the deal with Christine? Because you're here seeing me, and you're leaving tomorrow." And she told me that you guys are really vibing and you guys really like each other. Turns out Christine was lying. She was just like twisting the truth a bit, you know, just to make me feel some type of way. I don't know. And he told me, yeah, he's not that into her, and it's not really his plan to get into anything serious with her. Like he just chilled with her and wanted to see her, check out the vibe and everything. So I was quite happy to hear that, even though she was my friend. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we spoke, and then eventually it was time for me to go inside. But wow, no, 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 no. While we were standing outside, we were standing by like the street light, and my father came out to get his guitar because my father, hey, my father plays guitar, no? And when the family's together, they like to sing and like praise and worship and all of that stuff. So he came to get his guitar, and yeah, luckily we like heard the gate open, and my crush told me, look here, there's someone coming out. So he like turned his back towards the entrance of the yard where the car was parked, and I stood like in front of him so that if he looks, if it is that he looks out to see who's standing there, he won't be able to see us. He won't see my crush's face, and he won't see me standing there. Obviously, we were hoping for it. Fingers, toes, everything crossed. And yeah, he came out and he got the guitar out of the boot, guys. Once again, don't sneak out, guys. If you are young and you think of going out sometimes and you have that urge of sneaking out, don't do it, guys. Don't do it. Like it's not nice. I don't know how people do it. Don't do it. So yeah, like I was really nervous, but luckily my father didn't notice anything. He just got his guitar. He was all about his business, and he went back inside. So at this point, I'm like, you know what, this is too risky now. I have to say bye to you. But it was really nice seeing you and speaking to you. We have each other on BBM, so like we should continue speaking because like I really want to speak to you. Girl got confidence and I was saying the most. And he agreed and he was like, yeah, we're definitely gonna speak. I'm leaving tomorrow, so we must stay in contact. So I was like, okay, sure. Like I really did something here. So yeah, then I had to now crawl back in. I mean, the way you came out, you have to go back in. Otherwise, like, it was pointless. You get what I'm saying? Some people will say that, like, it's done already, so like you have nothing to lose. But me, I had a lot to lose. Like, literally my life. I had my life to lose. So I had to crawl back in. And obviously, when I came back inside and I conquered the whole challenge, like, I killed it. I killed it. I wasn't caught. And I had like a cute moment with my crush. We hugged, okay? We hugged. We didn't do anything. I was very young and I was very innocent. So we just had like a very long hug. And I went back inside and I was like really keen and I kept smelling myself because I could smell like him. You know, I know guys spray themselves or they like put on cologne and stuff before they go see girls. Because I know women jacket is smelling like you and you apply deodorant like way in the morning or something like that. He sprayed himself before he came to see me. Another sign that he actually really liked me. So, anyways, I smelled like him and I kept like smelling myself and my cheeks were red and I was just like on top of the world because this was my first risky link up with a crush. Okay, besides school. But like, you know, this was a lot. This was an adventure that I went on, okay, and I conquered it. So I was very excited. And I was sitting in the room and I was just smiling. I couldn't stop smiling. And I thought, oh, if someone sees me now, they're gonna know something's up. But I'm sitting with my phone, so they're gonna be like, hey, who you chatting to, type of thing, you know. So my aunt comes back and she's like, did you go? And how was it, type of thing? And I don't want to tell it too much, obviously. Like, obviously. So I told her, yeah, no, I saw him. We were just standing outside and talking. We almost got caught. And my dad came out and she was like, yeah, I was stressed. Like when your father went out to get his guitar, I was thinking, oh, I hope you guys aren't right in front of the yard. So yeah, guys, we spoke after that like for a really long time and he told his mother about me and everything, but like things died out obviously because I was young and he's in Joburg and I was in his London, so like things just died out. But it was nice, like the whole process of talking and all of that, like it was really nice, you know. It's nice when you had a when you have a childhood crush and you find out that your childhood crush actually likes you back. Like it's a really nice feeling. So it boosted my confidence like big time. Okay guys, look here, I just washed my hair and like my curl pattern is coming back very nicely. But anyways, besides the point, it's really nice and it boosts your confidence when your crush actually ends up liking you back, even though it's years and years later. And I must say it happened with a lot of my brother's friends, but like not like a lot of them, but like majority of them ended up liking me years later when I was older, and they weren't all my crushes and stuff. So like some of them I pursued, others I didn't. And no, guys, I'm not a hoe. I'm not a hoe. Okay, but yeah, um, it was a nice feeling, man, and it was nice to see him again and all of that, and to get to know how his life is going now that he was older and all of that. But yeah, it died out, and it's always an experience that I'll remember because like I never knew I could be that rebellious or naughty. But yeah, guys, that is the story. And I obviously went back and told Christine, guys, you can't charge me for it because I mean she was also being sketchy and stuff like that. So I went back and I told her that I saw him, and yeah. So yeah, guys, that is my story time, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys are not charging me too much. If you guys enjoyed the story time, guys, I have way more stories, way more stories. Like that was just grade 9. Okay, I still grew up. I matriculated. I went to varsity for 3 years. So I've got a lot of stories. So if you liked the story time and you want to hear more, please do subscribe, guys. Give me a thumbs up. Comment in the comment section below anything you'd like to know, questions that you'd like to ask me, because I will be doing a get to know me video as well, Q&A. So yeah, please comment down below any questions that you guys have for me, whether it's my age that you want to know or whatever, anything that you want to know, comment it down below and I'll answer it in my get to know me video. So thank you for watching this video, and